Since the discoveries of Isaac Newton and Michael Faraday, scientists believe there were but two basic forces of nature. But in the 20th century, scientists discovered there were two more at work, what are known as nuclear forces, giving us a total of four fundamental forces of nature.
Each one acts over a different range. We have gravity, which keeps us on the Earth. Without gravity, by the way, we'd be flying at 1,000 miles per hour into outer space. That's what keeps us on the floor. Then we have the two nuclear forces that only operate over a very short range. We have the strong nuclear force that holds the nucleus together, and the weak nuclear force gives us radioactive decay, and that actually heats up the center of the Earth. That's why the center of the Earth is still hot after so many billion years. That's the energy of volcanoes, the energy of earthquakes, the energy of plate tectonics is the weak force as manifested through heat. Then we have the electromagnetic force, light, which illuminates the world, radio, television, all of that, the electromagnetic force.
How do you go about detecting the weak force? How do you know it's there?
We know it's there because we have Geiger counters. These particles that come racing out of the atom rip apart other atoms, and it causes a slight electrical charge. You can measure that charge, and it causes a click inside a Geiger counter.
How do you detect the strong nuclear force?
Well, the strong nuclear force is more difficult because it's what holds the atoms together. For that, we need atom smashers. For that, we have to smash particles and blow them to smithereens. Someone once compared this to trying to figure out how a piano works by throwing it down a stairwell and listening for all the tinkling sounds as the piano disintegrates going down the stairs. That's how we do it. We smash atoms apart. Well, we now know that the quantum forces can be summarized as something called the Standard Model. It is perhaps the ugliest theory known to science, but it's very successful at the subatomic level. I like to think of it as getting Scotch tape and Scotch taping an aardvark to a shark to a giraffe and calling this horrible animal nature's finest product of evolution. This is supposed to be the ultimate theory, the Standard Model, and yet it's so ugly. Then we have gravity, beautiful, gorgeous, supreme, based on curved surfaces. You cry. Physicists literally cry when they see Einstein's equation. Well, obviously, the two have to come together. That's called the theory of everything. The theory that would unite all four forces into a single superforce that existed at the beginning of time.